CentralValleyTalk.com.
Alright, welcome back everybody to CVT Weekly News, Monday, August 8th, 2011. We've got with you a wonderful guest, Alex, who's well, Alex, why don't you describe what you do?
What do I do? I am an independent cinematographer. I go to school right now. I'm at the School of Visual Arts in Manhattan on 23rd Street. And I'm currently making a film, No Smoking, right now. That's my new upcoming film.
Okay, well, can you tell us a little bit about the film?
Yeah, it's the film was written by a good friend of mine. He's also a producer, Darian Sills Evans. And originally it was just supposed to be for a project, but we kind of just went in together on it, and we just really wanted to make it good. So he rewrote it for me, and it's pretty much just about these two young kids that they end up robbing a bodega, and it goes all wrong, and they're hiding out, you know, and they're trying, and they're having the reasons they did it were just all for the wrong reasons, all for money and love and stuff like that. So that's pretty much what it's about.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Now, we've got some storyboards that we can pull up, and you can tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yeah.
We've got a question right now from one of our audience members. How does Alex fund his projects?
How do I fund my projects? I mean, there's a lot of different ways I usually go about funding it. I mean, I've tried Kickstarter. That was kind of a fail. I mean, actually, I got an Indiegogo up today, so hopefully that'll come through. But usually, I mean, you just go around and you kind of have to ask, you know, sponsors, just people to give you money. You have to kind of have everything organized and make sure, you know, what you're doing is 100%. Otherwise, they're not going to want to give you money.
Makes sense. Now, I'm assuming it must be interesting. Well, an interesting task trying to get some sponsors at times, but it must be fun trying to, like, telling everybody about the movie and really getting them excited and get that drive in them to help donate some money to this thing.
Right. Was that a question? Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tend to have the tendency to run off on a whim for a moment.
That's an understatement.
Yes, it is an understatement. Let's go ahead and pull up some of these images we've got.
Okay, cool.
Here we've got some story panels. So you want to tell us what's going on in this scene?
Yeah. Let me see if I can see it. The beginning part, there's like two locations, and they're kind of in the beginning right here in the first frame. Then we see it's Steven and Jacqueline, the two main characters, and they're hiding out at this abandoned apartment building in Brooklyn. And they're hiding out from the cops because we see, in the movie, the way we see it is it's everything that happens after the robbery. We see them hiding out and stuff, but we see what happened before it through flashbacks. So the first one we see is, if you want to pull that back up real quick, or I might have it.
There we go. It's back up.
Yeah, the first one is so them hiding out, and they're just they're fighting back and forth, and then we kind of cut through flashback, which is the last frame there, and that's them on the Staten Island ferry, kind of, that's, I believe, Jacqueline and Carmen, his girlfriend, and it kind of just reveals the reasons for them robbing the bodega.
Well, how much are you trying? Oh,
go ahead,
ladies first. No, ladies first.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to ask, how much are you still trying to raise for the project?
That's such a difficult question because it's like, you know, beggars can't be choosers. But I was originally looking for $15,000. That would have successfully accomplished all my needs and, you know, rentals on equipment and all that stuff. But I mean, you know, right now I'm kind of just looking for any amount will help. You know, $5,000 would be great, if anything. So I'm not asking for too much, you know, for a short film.
Right.
It's on the lower end of things.
Okay. Now, how would people get into contact with you? Like, if they're interested in...
People can reach me through my email. They can find me on Facebook and Twitter as well. My email is awatts555 at verizon.net. And you can also find me on Facebook, just with my name. I don't know, should I type that in somewhere?
Well, we can do the Facebook. We'll put you on our Facebook page. We'll add that to it. If
Great.
you want to type or ping in the email address, we can put it down here at the bottom instead of the Monday, August 8th. You know, all this stuff right here that you see. We can always put your email address there. If you want to type it over to Sean so that he can put it in.
Yeah, let me type it.
Now, how did you come up with the name? Why did you choose that as the name of the film?
Of the film?
Yeah.
1 sec there. The name of the film, No Smoking, is just pretty much like, it was all, I mean, I didn't come up with the name, so I don't really know the reason behind it, but
Just appeared.
how to explain it? It's like, it's no smoking. Like, you know, nobody stopped shooting each other. Like, too much violence amongst teens and the youth and stuff like that. That was, I guess, mainly the reason behind that title. It's kind of a crafty name.
All right. Now, Sean, do you need the email address given again? Or was it typed in or sent in? Or
I sent it on Skype.
Oh, you sent it on Skype. Sorry. We were, for the audience members out there, we were having problems when we were trying to get everything started. That's why we're kind of having problems at this exact second, trying to get everything going, okay? But hey, we're troopers here. We want to make sure that we get everything going, and we'll work through any problems, any difficulties. But it wouldn't be CBT Weekly News if we didn't have technical difficulties. It's our trademark.
Exactly.
Now, how long have you been like making independent films like this, or doing projects, or is this your first one?
No, I've been making films for 4 years now. I mean, I started in high school. I'm going to my 4th year now in college. But I've been making films, ever since I was young, you know, 5th grade. But yeah, I took a film course in high school, and I just decided that I really liked it. And then coming out of high school, I had an internship with an educational company, and I was doing PA work for them. And then, you know, after a couple of years, kind of upgraded to grip, and then recently I just did a cinematography job with them, doing additional photography. So, I mean, I've just been kind of coming up through the ranks slowly but surely, and trying to make that work.
Cool. And, well, I was going to say, is this the biggest project you've worked on as, like, in charge kind of thing? Or have you been in charge of, like, bigger projects as well?
I've been in charge of bigger projects. I don't make too many films of my own. I usually work a lot on other people's projects. I kind of like that more. There's a little less responsibility, you know, and you still get to make a beautiful image. I've worked on a couple features, different positions each time. Recently I just got off of a feature as a key grip, so I kind of fluctuate jobs. Usually I do DP work, sometimes I'll do grip work, but those are just my two main little job kind of things.
Okay. Well, why don't we plug the movie one last time, and to get a hold of you before we have to go to commercial break. But why don't we go over like what the idea behind the movie is again?
The whole movie, you said?
Yeah, just the idea of the movie. And Sean, if we can pull the rest of the storyboards while we're doing this. Okay, go ahead. The movie is just, it's a botched robbery goes terribly wrong, and now they're just kind of having to deal with all these things that have like led them to that point of the robbery. So we see flashbacks of their lives before the robbery. Then at the very end of the movie, we'll finally see everything go wrong, and no spoiler alerts or anything, but then we have like a dramatic ending. So. And I just feel like it's a really nice short script, and that'll look beautiful, and the storyline will move along nicely. All right. Well, thank you so much for Skyping in with us today, and pardoning our little problems with getting things ready. But guys, if any of you out there, any business owners, whether you're in Fresno or you're anywhere in the Valley, the United States, any country, if you'd be interested in sponsoring this movie and helping things out, give that email a buzz. awatts555@verizon.net.
Yes.
So stay tuned, folks. we have another great guest for you, and we will have information to contact Alex on our Facebook page of facebook.com/CBT Weekly News. Stay tuned.